Hello. I would like to share with you a routine where we give some attention to the lower back and kidney energy. So let's start with deep abdominal breathing. Place your hands on your abdomen. When you inhale, let the belly expand. When you exhale, let it sink back to the spine. Let's just begin our practice with some centering with this deep abdominal breathing in, and the belly sinks back to the spine, breathing out. Let's just do one more. And now we're going to go into kidney breathing. I'd like you to take your hands and just lay them on your lower back, nice and comfortable. And then when we inhale, it's going to be a bit like the deep abdominal breathing where we expand the belly, but also we want to feel that breath come into that lower back. So we've got this expansion as such, where the belly's moving out and the lower back's moving out. So set that intention to focus on that area to do that. And the mechanics are that we tuck the tailbone slightly, breathe in, then just relax the tailbone, exhale. Tuck the tailbone, inhale. Relax, exhale. Tuck the tailbone, breathe in. Untuck the tailbone, exhale. Let's do one more. Breathe in, bring it into the lower back. And exhale. We will revisit that kidney breathing with a move later in the routine. The next thing I want us to do is to move the hips. So just slightly bend the knees, drop the tailbone, and then begin to make circles. Just circle those hips. Nice and easy. If you're having any actual lower back pain, just do the very best that you can. Get as much movement as you possibly can without it feeling painful. We need to get some energy unstuck and moving through the lower back and hips. And just breathe naturally while you make your hip circles, nice and easy. Just make a nice circle. Really just focus on the hips moving. You're not necessarily going to be moving your torso or your shoulders. Just focus on moving the hips. Now let's go the other way. Go the other way. Breathe. Nice, easy circle of the hips. All right, the next thing I want us to do is I want you to take your fists. You're going to use your knuckles like acupressure hammers, so to speak. But you just place them right there on the lower back, okay? Nice and relaxed there with your elbows. And you're going to press into your lower back. So press in, bring the hips forward, inhale, and then start circling those knuckles on the lower back. Press and circle, press and circle. And now just lay the hands on the lower back. Flat back, forward fold. Open up that lower back. Go back to the fists. Press in with those knuckles. Press and circle. Press and circle. Breathing in. Then exhale, just let the hands lay on that lower back. Come forward. Let's just do one more of those. Back to the fist. Press those knuckles in and circle. Press and circle. Press and circle. And then lay them on the lower back. Flat back forward fold. And then rise. Just notice how you feel at this point. We've already got some energy moving through this whole area here. Let's do a little bit of a chi massage. So once again, I want you to take your fist, but we're going to use what I call the sides of the fist. And we're going to knock on that lower back. So I'm going to stand at an angle so you can see me. So I'm knocking all on that lower back. I go down a little bit beside the tailbone. I come up a little at the adrenals, out towards the hips, all around in that area. So if you've got an area that feels sore but it's not pain, then try to stay there. Try to stay there with the knocking. Break it up. If you have pain, then you may want to just use your palms and do some rubbing. All right? And then maybe you can gradually get up to the knocking. Just knock all around that area. Knock. And now I do want you to take the palms and just rub. Rub in circles. And you can do that somewhat vigorously. Get some warmth back there. Kidneys love warmth. So keep those kidneys warm. If you've got an old-fashioned heating pad, you can use that also. Rubbing, rubbing. All right. Now, I actually want you to come down to behind the knees. This is good for the knees, but also we're going to really help some energy be moving from the waist down, okay? So take your fingers, press in behind the knees, press and circle, and just work that area. Just press and circle, press and circle. You can slightly bend the knees. You don't have to stand there with straight legs necessarily. Press and circle. And if you are having some knee issues, then this is good for the knees as well. All right, and then I like to rub that out a bit. All right, now rise. And we're going to open up the leg gates. Of course, this is good for getting energy into the legs, but it also helps with getting energy up and around in this area. So just knock. It's kind of like the bikini line, we like to say. So just knock out towards the hips and back in. Just knock. And breathe. Anytime you're doing these acupressure, chi massage things, you want to bring in the breath. Just nice and easy, breathing naturally. And slow it down, and hands by your sides. All right, the next thing we want to do is bring those arms up. And I want you to do a flat back forward fold, nice and easy. Open up the back side of the body. Now, I just want you to hang, actually widen your stance. I should have told you that before. Widen the stance, so I'm just kind of going out myself. And let everything surrender to gravity. Just hang with your head, neck, shoulders. Just open up the back side of the body and breathe. Knees, once again, can be slightly bent. Breathe in and out. And now, take your left hand to the outside of your right knee, just to lay it there. Take your right hand, The back of your hand lays on the lower back. And then I want you to look around to the right, up and over the shoulder. Get a good stretch. Breathe into it. Breathe in and out. A couple of times. And now switch sides. So you've got your hand to the outside of the knee, the back of the hand on the lower back, and turn and look over that left shoulder. Turn as much as you can comfortably and breathe. Breathe in and out. Let's do one more to each side. This is called opening the door of life. The door of life, go ahead and turn. The door of life or life gate is in line with the navel but on the back of the spine. So it's in that lower back area. Breathe. And other side. One more over here. Turn, look up and over the shoulder. Breathe. A couple of times. And now just come to center and hang again for just a second. Now, hold your hands, glide over to the right. You're lined up with the inside of your leg here. And now I want you to flat back and arms out, up, arch just a little bit, and then back down. Glide over to the left, up. Inhale, down, exhale, glide over to the right, knees slightly bent here as well. Inhaling, then exhaling. Also let yourself kind of hang when you're gliding from side to side, when you're bent over. Just once again, ragdoll it almost and glide, then inhale, up. This is called opening the door of life flow. The other one was a stretch. So you can feel that it's almost like the lower back is turning a bit. Turning a bit. We're getting some energy really flowing in that lower back. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, exhale. Last one, breathe in, breathe out. Come to center, just hang again. Just let it all hang, breathe in and out. Then slightly bend the knees, hold the hands, roll up as you inhale. Inhale, stretch up, arch back a bit, then exhale out, down and around. All right, we want to do something called the turtle. I'm going to bring my stance in just a little bit. Flat back, forward fold. Hands are just right there above the knees on the thighs. Relax the elbows and the shoulders. Relax the neck. Just look at the floor. Well, you're going to look at me for a second and then look at the floor. So, review. Knees are bent. Flat back. You're going to look at the floor in a second. We are having our hands on our thighs, elbows, and shoulders relaxed. Now I want us to do that kidney breathing. Really bring that breath into the lower back. So we're going to breathe about 6 times here with that. So inhale. Exhale. Feel as if that breath is coming into that lower back. Breathe in. And out. You're going to feel that lower back moving. Almost like a cat-cow that they do in yoga. Just the slightest bit. That was 3. 4. Do a couple more. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, I want us to come up slowly. So, just push yourself up from your thighs and walk your hands up nice and slow, because we're going to get a little rush of energy. Nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale. You might feel a little rush of energy. And now let's bring it down. So inhale, arms up and around. Exhale, just pull it back down. Keep the breath going. Breathe in. And breathe out. And one more. This is called pulling down the sky. Really good for bringing energy down. Just bring it back down. Move it back down. All right. Let's bring those feet a little closer together. We're going to end with a flow called the fountain. So with the fountain, you glide the hips back a bit. You're not going to have a big hinge at the waist, so just glide the hips back, hands back to back, knees slightly bent. Now, as you bring those hands up to the collarbone, you bring the hips forward, and then arms out, down, and around. As they come down, you glide the hips back, sinking the knees a bit, hands back to back, hips come forward, breathe in, and you get this wave-like motion in the spine. Wonderful for massaging the kidneys, therefore it's good for the lower back. And just relax into this flow. Breathe in, nice and slow. Breathe out. And just tap into that water imagery. Just feel as if you are the fountain. Breathe in. Let that back be nice and relaxed. Let it melt into the movement. Let there be that undulation in the spine. Hips come forward. And then you just roll it up. Roll it up. Breathe in. Breathe out. The kidneys can hold on to fear and insecurity, and therefore it can sometimes cause problems with the lower back and the hips. So let's transform that fear and insecurity, even if it's just slight. Let's transform any sort of fears and insecurity into peace and tranquility. Just set that intention. Think in your mind, feel in your heart and your gut, peace and tranquility. Breathe in. Be the fountain, be the water. Inhale, peace. Exhale and release any fears. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do a couple more. Wave it up with that inhale. Exhale, release. One more. Tranquility. And now just out, down, and around. And I want us to do a final rubbing on that lower back. This time it doesn't need to be vigorous. Let it be nice and easy. Just rub. And rub in any sort of circular fashion you need to, either with both hands going in the same circle, two hands going in opposite circles, whatever feels right for you. I do a combo of both sometimes. And just rub. Come to the hips. Rub the hips. And let's even rub the belly. Just in some circles here. Breathe in and out. And hands by your sides. And feel good, my Chi friend. Bye-bye. See you next time.